Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Troy McClure. No, I'm not. I'm Dominic D'Angelo of AdFreeShows.com, SEScoops.com, and BrassRingMedia.com. Check it out. But I'm here today with Mr. Robert Karpelis, WE Creative_. Robert, how are you, man?
Oh, it's an audio podcast as well. I was giving a thumbs up there. I'm doing fantastic. What a Thursday! Apologies that I was unable to be here yesterday for Dom. Apparently, is back on the gas.
Oh, yes.
Seems to have been the headline that I got from that. But no, unfortunately, I got pulled into a very long contract negotiation, and at no point during that contract negotiation did any of them ask me about Seth Rollins. So I'm a little disappointed.
Oh, man. Well, the funny thing is, too, the other day when I did the show by myself, Robert was in the chat. And then afterwards, I saw that he was like, send me a link. And I missed it.
Yeah, I was supposed to have this is the real breaking news here. I was supposed to have a meeting on Tuesday. Wasn't going to be able to join the show. 10 minutes into the meeting on Tuesday, someone was like, hey, something just came up. We need to reschedule. Let's move it to Wednesday. I said, perfect. Let me try to get in on the show. I don't have the link to click into here on the StreamYard deal. And I'm texting Dom, let me in. And then when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I can just message it in the chat. And then Dom's brain would eventually be like, oh, I guess he's watching. Let me take a look. And then no.
I thought you were just preoccupied. You weren't able to actually join the show, but you were just chiming in.
No. I was like, hey, let's get in. But instead you were talking about people eating ice cream and LA Night. And I was just like, this will not stand. But what will stand is our folks in the chat.
Yes.
Say hi to some of the fine men and women all over the world joining us here. I'll let you click.
All right. Triple E says, what's up? Y'all check out that amazing Enzo Amore interview. Yeah, yes, I did interview Enzo. Check it out.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Here's a fun thing for y'all, kids, friends, whatever. There's a gentleman in the box next to me.
Yes.
Who was like, hey, I'm interviewing Enzo Amore. I give him a question. He goes, Enzo gave a great answer. I said, great. Where can I see the interview?
Did you ask me that?
Still no answer. No idea where this interview exists.
I'll show it. I'll share it with you.
In the mind.
I had no idea you texted me. Where can I see the interview? I got a thumbs up from you. I saw that. But that was it.
Dom, where was the interview posted?
It's at BrassRingMedia.com. Check it out.
BrassRing Media, one of the many outlets that Dominic D'Angelo contributes to.
Yes.
One of the many fine institutions, and Brass Ring, solid. Formerly One True Sport.
Right. We'll be I'll be on the conference call with Tony Khan today. For WrestleDream. So
really,
can
you ask him how? Just say, hey, I had a crazy WrestleDream that NXT has beaten you guys 40 of the last 52 weeks. Is that true?
Ooh, that would be a good question, right?
That would be a lovely question to ask.
Yeah. Hey, I'm sure that I can phrase it in the right manner to hopefully elicit.
Do you have a question teed up for Mr. Tony Khan?
Yeah, well, one of them I was going to ask was, how do you go about jobbing out some of your wrestlers on your shows? Because he does it a lot with Don Callis' family, and he does it a lot with some other talents, and I think it's a concerning problem. That was one of the ones I was kind of thinking of.
You want me to phrase? Want me to give that answer?
Yes.
There's a dude that used to host a podcast with you. I believe his name was Road Dogg.
Correct. Yes.
And Road Dogg said, wins and losses don't matter. It's about telling stories. And you don't even notice the wins and losses in AEW because they tell such compelling, thought out, long-term stories that you just sit back like the Martin Scorsese thing. You're just like, cinema.
That's right. Well, yeah, I'm sure that's what he'll say if I ask him that. So. Let's say hi to some other folks here. Johnny Disco did pop in, say hi earlier. He'll catch the show later. So thank you, Johnny. And then we also have Jeff Henninger. He says, hello, R&I. Glad Dom's apartment didn't blow up after the gas man visited. Yeah, thankfully, I got a new meter, so I'm good to go.
So, we're still saying, it's all right. Just see whatever you want to have.
Oh, okay. Dre Owen says, hello, R&I. Did anyone else read AEW is going to have a developmental facility in North Carolina, but didn't go through with it due to cost? What? Did not.
Here's the thing I don't understand, and I'm going to try very hard not to get too inside baseball.
Ooh, okay.
There is a talent within All Elite Wrestling who is obviously our one true Lord and Savior, QT Marshall.
Ooh, nice.
Q Marshall has a beautiful facility in Atlanta, Georgia. Used to be the Nightmare Factory. We used to be with
Correct.
Cody. Is now Cody, obviously off doing WWE thing. QT has proven he can train talent. He can develop talent. They have a beautiful facility there. They now do television there. They have weekly TV there. They utilize AEW talent on that, including the one in a billion Satnam Singh, as well as Jay Lethal and Billy Gunn.
Wow, really?
Why on QT Marshall's Green Earth are they not just saying, let's use that as the developmental facility?
You might have just gave me another question for Tony Khan.
Oh God, no! Don't. This is on me.
Tony, how would you feel about Boca Raton Championship Wrestling being your developmental facility?
Why would you do that to me? Do you know the kind of high quality work I'm doing here at BRCW? Genuinely, our show on November 2nd is going to be insane. These people have made a terrible decision in letting me help lay these shows out. And because of it, I now force them to make complete sense from beginning to end. And I was talking to a talent, and one of the talent was like, all he knew was what was on the card for him. And he's like, why? And this is a gentleman who came through the NXT developmental system. He's been on WWE programming. He has worked with former colleagues of mine like the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, and Paul Triple H Levesque. And after talking it out and laying it out to him, he just went like the quote that I will not Marcus it, but it was, "Dude, you're effing brilliant." Made me very happy. So it's nice to know I can shake off the shackles a little bit and do some of those creatives. And even when I don't get to do it very often, it slips on, and it is the perfect fit. And speaking of perfect fit, I feel like Conrad. No wonder Conrad gets so out of breath when he's trying to get to one of those times. That's the only reason why Conrad. He's built like an Adonis, which I believe is some sort of pachyderm creature. I love Connie. I got Connie so bad during the Crown Jewel show.
Did you? What'd you do?
It was something about it was Roman speared Jay, and he was like, "You speared his cousin," and I'm like, "I didn't think you speared your cousin in Australia. I thought you did that in Alabama." And then tag Conrad, and Conrad popped.
That's good stuff.
Anyway, Perfect Gene.
Yes.
What I want to talk about here, because I got it's a little preview down the path. I will not be here for the next few days. I'm traveling up to New York City, not to open a developmental league. Unfortunately, up there for Tony Khan. Tony's not sending me up to New York for that. But while I'm there, you know what's gonna be packed in my luggage? My Perfect Jeans, because they have redefined what jeans can be. You're not gonna have to worry about a crushed undercarriage. Just pure, soft, stretchy perfection. Best thing about these jeans for guys, you can wear them on an airplane and they're super comfortable. I hate being stuck in a seat in an airplane. You're crushed, you're confined in there. But then if you don't put the jeans on the plane, and then you got to pack them, it takes this goes out the window. They have over 400,000 people who have purchased this, with over 30,000 5-star reviews online. That's insane. That's beyond Meltzer levels of how incredible these things are. Don't take my word for it. Don't take Dom's word for anything, because the man's busy trying not to blow up his apartment with gas. Try it yourself, and for a limited time only, our listeners get 15% off their first order, plus free shipping at theperfectgene.nyc, or just Google Perfect Gene and use code Rumor15 for 15% off. That's 15% off for new customers at theperfectgene.nyc with promo code Rumor15. After your purchase, they're going to ask where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them Rumor and Innuendo sent you. F your khakis and get the Perfect Gene. Everyone keeps trying to make me want to swear. I swear.
See that knee? That's a perfect knee right there. That's the Perfect Gene knee right there. I got a pair on right now. The Joker Blues. So get them. Check them out.
Oh, damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my wife just texted me that apparently, since we're going up, making our plans and reservations for while we're in the city, and she's just like, "Hey, there happens to be a 10:30 reservations now open at Le Bernardin, as one of my favorite places." And Steve Chambers asks, just wondering what's going on with Andrade. Hasn't been on TV since he attacked Kenny Omega. From what I understand,
Yeah, Robert.
Andrade popped up and said he didn't have a non-compete. He was ready to go. And WWE supposedly stepped in and was like, like Lee Corso, not so fast. There may have been some behind the scenes conversations that are going on right now between WWE and AEW around the utilization of Andrade, and that maybe El Idolo was an El Idioto in reading his contract.
Oh boy. So little could be potential controversy there going on. For sure, already controversy. Did AEW stir up some controversy with their go home shows?
No. Oh, sorry. 3 hours of quality programming last night from our friends at All Elite Wrestling. Dynamite into Collision.
Mm-hmm.
It was certainly a 3-hour show, Dom.
It certainly was, Robert. Certainly was. What was your biggest takeaway from the thing? What was the most compelling aspect of the show for you, if there was?
Just how cold the Hangman Samoa Joe stuff felt after the promo they delivered last week. This was an odd sort of 3-hour show. This was a hard. You got to make it a hard sell for WrestleDream. I didn't think it was a hard sell for WrestleDream. I didn't come away from it with a truly definitive, like, I know every single match on here and why they matter. I think the best build that they did was honestly the opening with Tony Storm and Chris Statlander.
I was pleasantly surprised by that because I was just kind of like, oh, it feels like a whatever match. And, but how they handled it starting off backstage and then brawling out into the ring, I thought was effective. So, I think, I don't know how you felt about this, but I thought the most compelling, albeit long, was the Darby Allin John Moxley exchange.
I will say I enjoyed the fact that they stepped out of their immediate comfort zone and they decided to shoot it. It almost felt like, maybe because it was on TV this past weekend, but that Dark Knight scene with the Joker and Batman when they're in the interrogation room.
Yes, it did.
And what I really like about it was because they were forced into that setting, into that prison setting, and with the partition and the glass, they had to listen to one another. They had to talk. It wasn't live in the ring. It wasn't being distracted by the crowd. And they were trying to lay a lot of those breadcrumbs, namely that Darby agrees with what the Death Riders are doing, but that it's Moxley who's the problem.
Yeah.
That's compelling because the underlying message of what the Death Riders were is this was, go back in the Wayback Machine. Obviously, you had the Blackpool Combat Club. They were serving under William Regal. Regal left to go to NXT. They were still calling themselves the Blackpool Combat Club. And like, okay, but the guy who you named it after is on the other show. Then they turn on Bryan, which Darby referenced, which I thought was nice. But their message was, we are going to fix pro wrestling. We want a tougher, a harder, a more hardcore, a more serious pro wrestling presentation than what anybody else is doing. And Darby feels like the kind of guy that would be on board with it. So I love the idea of, I like the message, I hate the messenger. That's something you can get behind because now there's that tiniest inkling of Moxley quits and Darby takes over the Death Riders.
And that would be compelling for sure because, I mean, for months and months on end, this Death Riders angle has just felt dead in the water. And so if you're able to kind of shake things up, you make Mox go away for a while, you have Darby take over, and whether that he puts like a babyface spin on this faction or he maybe turns heel, I don't know. Either way, I think it's a little bit more intriguing than what we've been getting and will shake things up in a fair fashion.
By the way, having used Darby as a heel before, I've used him as a heel, used him as a baby. He is a very good heel because he can go in there, he can take the ass kicking, and he can cut these promos that do get under your skin. He is naturally not a very likable guy, and that's something that it's the Roman Reigns thing.
Mm-hmm.
When Roman was the super smiley baby face, it didn't work because naturally Roman Reigns is kind of a dick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay. But he was being miscast, and I didn't even mean to do it, but I said dick, so
There we go.
I also found out apparently my aunt, whom I love, found this show online through her weird algorithm, and I just get a message from her. She's not a wrestling fan, that's not that surprising. Just says to me, "Blue Chew, interesting." And guys, Blue
Hey,
Chew is interesting.
that's right.
Because this isn't just a tablet, it's a cheat code for your crotch. Stronger, harder, longer lasting, like someone gave your downstairs a pep talk and a gym membership. This is the original brand offering chewable tablets for better sex. It isn't just about performance, it's about establishing your legacy. And nothing makes you more of a legend than a little Blue Chew. Discover your options at bluechew.com, and we've got a special deal for our listeners. As always, get your first month of Blue Chew free. Just use promo code RUMOR at checkout. Pay $5 shipping. That's it. Join Blue Chew's mission to upgrade humanity one thrust at a time. Head to BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew, as always, for sponsoring this episode of Rumor and Innuendo.
Thank you, Blue Chew, indeed. Were you thankful for yet another match between the Hurt Syndicate and the Gates of Agony? And it's the Gates of Agony that get the win with a little help from Ricochet. And Robert, I thought they handled this well because I went in there big time skeptic, thinking that Gates of Agony were going to lose yet again and they would look like losers. And that didn't happen. We did get a little chicanery and they got the win. So I was okay with it. But it seems like we're getting a trios tornado tag now at WrestleDream.
Did you ever see that movie Tenet?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. So time doesn't make sense.
Mhm.
This match felt like Tenet. We had the build up to a 6-man. Bad guys won. No
Yes.
follow-up. We have the street fight. The good guys get their revenge. Story over.
Mhm.
Now we have the tag match with the outside interference that would clearly set up a street fight we've already seen.
Right.
Dude, this is like some Back to the Future 2 level what's going on here, alternate 1985 style booking. But that being said, I could watch these dudes wrestle all the time. So
Right.
I'm all for it. That was great. Claudio Castagnoli beat Roderick Strong. Here's what I love about our friends in All Elite Wrestling.
Please.
We either get no story or all the story in 12 seconds. So Roderick Strong comes out and I was like, oh, I don't want to see Roderick Strong. And then Excalibur tells this like Homer level epic. This is like the Odyssey of how Roderick Strong is no longer wanting to be associated with the conglomeration, but he's still part of their other group, the whatever the hell it's called. The Paragon.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, when did any of this happen? Some of this, I think, just happens in Tony's brain. He just hallucinates a show and then lets it play out. And I love that for him. It's Inception. Let's just keep naming Christopher Nolan movies. We've name-checked The Dark Knight. We've name-checked Tenet, and now Inception. And it's kind of like Memento, where he just forgets what he did.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's why Brody King has all that stuff tattooed on his body. It's literally the booking from 2022.
That's it.
It's great. That's why there's Dark Order somewhere under his like rib. Dre Owens goes, Robert, you got to start watching Collision. Oh, I watched Collision this week because it was forced into the 3-hour thing.
It was, yeah.
If they want to make you care about Collision, I'll watch Collision. It's like saying, oh, you don't understand the main event of WrestleMania? It's because you didn't watch Sunday Night Heat.
Right.
I don't know. Mark Jacobs is back with Josh Alexander and Hechicero. They took on Jurassic.
Jacobs, the clothing brand.
Yes, the clothing brand.
Oh. Mark Davis, you mean?
What did I say? Mark Jacobs?
Mark Jacobs.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph. Mark Davis. I can't believe I said Mark Jacobs. I literally have it on my thing, Mark Davis. I love Hechicero so much because of how just not great he is and how big a deal they make of him, that if it wasn't for El Grande Americano in WWE, I would be making Hechicero the greatest luchador of all time as this somewhat just generic, thick, borderline, like dull individual.
He's like the executioner from WCW NWO Revenge. That's what he feels like to me.
Yes. He's like Orb the Executioner in WWF when it was Terry Bam Bam Gordy.
Mm-hmm.
This was a fine 6-man match. You can beat the Don Callis family 100 times out of 100. By the way, it's
Doesn't mean
old.
anything, though.
None of this means anything. This is old school Heenan family booking. You create a stable, they go out there, they lose, but then you just ignore it and you move on. And I liked the character development at the Don Callis birthday celebration.
Uh-huh.
Don and my son have the same birthday, which I love because I got a text from Lance Storm saying, "Oh, what's your son have birthday?" I'm like, it's your boy Don's birthday too, and he's like, "Yeah, it seems fitting he'd be born on the 13th." But I like the video screen with Takeshita and then Okada turning it off. It's so fun.
Yeah,
it's stupid. It's fun. I like that the table just needs to get longer and longer, and they just keep adding people.
Right.
Dogs and cats living together. Young Bucks come out at the end of this 6-man tag. They beat up Jurassic Express. They don't super kick Kenny because we're building that intrigue as to what's going on. I'm using intrigue very, very lightly.
How do you feel about $500,000 being on the line for that tag match, Robert? Man, that's a lot of money.
So I don't mind it because they were teasing this. They've been doing all these stupid, like, this is for $300,000 and this is for $400,000 in a the hand job or whatever. But that's on Collision. You got to watch Collision to see that.
Oh, that's a Collision.
Yeah, that's how they tease. But the idea that the Bucks are broke and they were asking for a money match, and now you're making it a money match. Okay, fine. Sky Blue took on Jamie Hayter.
Yes.
This was not Dark Elevation. This was a real match that happened. And again, to your point of you're trying to build up this Thekla group of evil women. Yes. And every time I see Sky Blue and Julia Hart, they're losing. And then Thekla's like cutting this menacing promo of like, it's like hocus pocus. She's running amok. And I don't really buy it because she's surrounded with people who just kind of keep losing.
Constant losing. All the time.
The Ops main evented Dynamite to take on Roosh, Beast Mortos, and Dralistico.
Yes.
I really can't wait until Beast Mortos gets his law degree and they keep the mask on him, but they give him glasses.
Yes. Oh, nice.
And look, Tony, that's what you need to Tony. Like, you need to ask Tony. Beast Mortos needs to be a bull who's also a lawyer.
A lawyer, yes.
Not bull from Night Court, but like a legit, just keep him in the costume. He needs to be Barrister Mortos.
Oh, nice.
Could you call him
Bullworth? Do you like that?
The people have the problems, the haves and the have-nots, but the ones that make me listen pay for 30-second spots. That is a quote from the movie Bullworth that I knew off the top of my head.
That's impressive.
Which is incredibly sad.
That is pretty sad.
It's a fantastic film, by the way. Have you seen that movie?
Never seen it. It's with Warren Beatty.
Right? Warren Beatty and Halle Berry. And Oliver Platt from Ready to Rumble.
Let's go. The King, man.
Yes. I assumed, because they've had these 6-man tag titles frozen in ember, like the mosquito in Jurassic Park, which was not directed by Christopher Nolan. I was not a big Jurassic Park fan.
What? Really?
Never was never a dinosaur kid. Didn't get the allure of dinosaurs. Saw the movie. Thought the movie was like meh. Felt bad for Newman. What?
The books are good. They're very different from the movie.
I'm sure they're wonderful. But I just.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I got a text message. Unrelated to what was going on here. I went to go look at my notes, and I got a message from someone asking if our local pita place had closed. And I was like, I really hope it didn't close because I love that place. Because now I kind of want shawarma. But we didn't get shawarma. We got the Ops retaining these 6-man tag titles that they don't ever use. Like, let Hobbs run free, guys.
Yeah.
And yet Hangman on commentary, which didn't really add a whole lot. And then afterwards, Hangman makes the save, and Joe hands him the belt.
Yeah, it's not the way to really build some, stakes, I think, to this match
But
a
like
little bit.
last week was pretty inflammatory. Like last
Yeah.
week, you went full heel Joe, and Joe now saying that he's going to be retiring when his contract is up. There's
Mhm.
your added wrinkle.
Yeah.
It's Joe going out there and basically just saying, you don't deserve this title. I deserve this title. And the sands in the hourglass are falling.
Yes.
And I'm not wasting another moment. I am going to, take the Beast Mortos by the horns, and I'm going to run this sucker. And that was the end of Dynamite. And then there was Collision, and you knew it was Collision because here came Wheeler Yuta and Danny Garcia.
That's it. And they competed against Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly in tag action. And it is the Death Riders who ended up getting the win after a little bit of chicanery in this one as well. I was surprised that Kyle O'Reilly got the visual tap out, though, from Danny Garcia. And but it ended up not being for naught. And Kyle O'Reilly got pinned.
Well, yeah, Danny Garcia joined the Death Riders, which has meant a whole lot of nothing.
A whole lot of nothing.
He is the Josh Alexander of the Death Riders at this point, but with slightly better hair.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But my goodness, Robert, I just okay. This is whatever,
So we had this great Darby and Moxley segment on
yeah.
Dynamite. I'm like, great, that's your go home. We're good. We don't need any more.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, we got more stuff on Collision.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you need it?
Because we had Darby get attacked after the fact too, with all that. So.
I asked you did you need it?
No, you didn't need it.
Yeah. Okay. Megan Bayne and FTR cut a promo.
Mm-hmm.
Megan Bayne has a fantastic look.
She does.
She's great in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say promo ability when I just rattled off these positives?
No, you didn't. You have
good. Brief is best.
Mm-hmm.
Megan Bayne kind of has the Charlotte Flair delivery.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
Mm-hmm. But it's not. It's when you're not as good as Charlotte at promos. Don't just. You have Stokely out there. Mm-hmm. Let Stokely talk.
Yeah, I don't think she was horrible though. Like
not horrible. It's not great.
Mm-hmm.
Harley versus Megan Bayne was fine.
Yeah, it was all right. Like Harley looked competitive and all that. Is she somebody that's Teflon that you can keep jobbing out?
Harley, yes.
Yeah, you think so?
Harley is our truth.
I guess that's fair.
Harley is you can reinvent her into anything that you want at any point. You're not putting the world title on her tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Devin Dowling showed up with 2 minutes left in the show to say, "Hey, welcome to the show."
Devin. What's up, Devin? Thanks for
time. Wrestling Old Head asked, "Who has the best promo upside with Thekla or Megan Bayne?" I think Thekla is a more interesting promo.
She's got like just body language charisma a little bit more, I think, too.
I think because you know what it is? Because her character is such that she can talk like Ursula from The Little Mermaid.
Yeah.
That it works. Mm-hmm. Megan Bayne sounds flat and disinterested when she's trying to sound like, you are all peasants and I am Galactus. But at the same time, it's just like, I could be in catering or trying to figure out why I'm with Joey.
What if they gave her the Kane gimmick where the voice box thing?
I don't mind that. What was great was there was Eddie Kingston and Hook had a little promo.
This was ridiculous, Robert.
Just the degree of which they don't care about what's going on. Like they genuinely, their promo was how Megan Bayne sounded. Yeah. Hey, we're showing up at, what the hell are we showing up at?
What is this?
Pre-show? When is it? Oh, Saturday? Cool. We'll be there. Great. I love that. Give me that all day, every day, and I'm very, very happy. I also love the Acclaimed not wanting to work together. And
I didn't know they were working together. Did you know they were working together again?
Tom, I serve at the pleasure of the president. Main event, the other Kyle, Lance Archer and Rocky Romero.
This was unadvertised, by the way.
Yeah, versus the Mark Briscoe and Brodito.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of stuff happened. It was a fine match. Baby faces go over, but again, Kyle Fletcher wasn't involved in the finish, so he's theoretically okay. You'll get to him and Mark Briscoe. Okada comes out and starts murdering people. Takeshita not even there. Good times all around.
Yeah. No sign obviously we didn't see MJF, didn't see Mercedes Moné. So is the TBS title forgettable? Like, there's nothing there. I don't know. And then yeah, I don't know. It's a long show. 3 hours is long time, and I guess I'll give it a C minus. Maybe is that too generous, or is that down pat? I think.
I don't know. We rate whatever.
Yeah, C minus. They could have done better, I think, but it's just a lot of different stuff that overwhelming. So it was an overwhelming kind of part of the course show. So I hope that creates.
Well, you know what? They'll be back with WrestleDream. Dom will be back tomorrow. I'll be back later on. I'm recording with Scott Chaplin for Working Stiff. We're scheduled to record at 3:00 Eastern today, so we'll see if that winds up occurring or not. But anytime there's good weather or bad weather or no weather, Scott's Wi-Fi goes down. So we will see. But he and I'll preview a little WrestleDream. Dom's got you covered for tomorrow going into the weekend. But you can catch us every Monday through Friday, whether one of us are here, both of us here, neither one of us are here, on a plethora of platforms, including the WW Creative _ISH X account, the @Dominic D'Angelo X account, the @SE Scoops X account, on YouTube, and Rumor and Innuendo and ad-free shows. Devin Dallin asked, what happened to the Barrasso guy? Justin Barrasso had a change in his schedule, so he told us he was going to be on for a while, and he's going to have to be off for a little bit, but he will definitely be back. He's going to be doing some pre-recorded stuff for us as well that will be plugging into the show. And unlike the Enzo interview, you'll actually be able to find it here on Rumor and Innuendo. So on behalf of the David Foster Wallace lookalike contest winner himself, Dominic D'Angelo, I'm Robert Karpolis. Best of luck in your future endeavors.
You're such an infinite jest, Robert.